Y'all, welcome back to the Bunny Barn. So today it's kind of like a 2-in-1 kind of video. I know I had a couple of people say that they want to see my updates on my vest, and to tell you the truth, not much. I think I've only sewn almost 4 patches, and the reason being is just because I'm still not sure of some placements on how I want it, to tell you the truth. And maybe because I stabbed myself a few times with the needle and it hurt like hell and I needed a day off. So yeah, it's really hard. I don't know how you guys that have like leather vests or leather jackets, how you guys just sew all that on there. It's just, that's way too much. Anyways, let me go ahead and show you my vest. So as you can see, this one right here, I'm still sewing my Social D one right next to the Black Label Society. I went ahead and put on the Megadeth on there anyways. The reason why I did it was because, here, let me put it on. Why I did it because I put the Venom one on as well. And I kind of thought it would be a little weird on this side without, you know, a matching patch, I guess you could say. At least for me. That's just my crazy OCD, you guys. You guys don't have to, you know, do the same thing as I do. And my Possessed one, I'm really pissed because it came out a little crooked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put more pins on there and have like 4 or 5 more patches I have to sew on. One of them is huge though. I'm gonna try to use my friend's sewing machine for that, and I still don't know what I want for the back patch. I think I may go for the doors. I'm not sure. But I'm still not sure. I'm still debating on what to put on my back, you know, the main back patch. You know, a vest does take time, so I wanted to show you at least the updates so far. And then I'm kind of regretting buying silkscreen patches because I heard they get ruined easily. I'm hoping, because look, I am horrible when it comes to moshing. I've tried it. I have like no sense of gravity whatsoever. But that doesn't mean I still don't sweat, especially like here in California when we have festivals. It's during the summertime and we have desert climate, so we don't have that, you know, rainy kind of climate. So obviously a lot of dirt is gonna get on my vest. Trust me, when you leave those desert festivals, you will be covered in dirt. Like I went from blonde to brunette, so it's very, very dirty out there. So I want to try to keep it clean as much as possible, because I know like the rule is like don't wash your battle vest. Really, I think that's disgusting. I'm gonna go ahead and just say, because I'm a girl or whatever, I don't really fucking care. But it's just like I don't need proof of all the shows I went to, because a lot of people say that the scent is proof of where you've been at. But it's like, dude, what the fuck? It's like, I know where I've been at, okay? But I know with silkscreen patches, even if you wash it or you don't wash it, if you mosh or you don't mosh, somehow, some way they're gonna get ruined. So yeah, I bought like 4 of them, so now I'm hoping I could keep them really, really good condition, because some of them were like not bands that were easy to find. So anyways, let me go ahead and get into the main point of this video. The main point of this video is like songs that get stuck in my head, and I want to thank Cam Finney here on YouTube. I'll leave a link below to his YouTube video of this. He's a real cool guy. I've been talking to him more and more frequently. He's like, I totally consider him like my YouTube friend now. Hopefully I get to meet you when you come out here to Anaheim, dude. I can't make no promises, but hopefully I can. But he was basically talking about in this video how, you know, songs that get stuck in his head and everything, and he went into some detail with songs, and I'm gonna go ahead and name a few songs that get stuck in my head and probably play like a little tune if I can. It's funny because I'm wearing a Death Clock shirt, and I remember the song from them, Into the Water, used to always get stuck in my head. Not anymore lately, but it used to always, I think when I was like 19 or 20, get stuck into my head all the time. That was a lot of talking. Hold on. Song. Some of these are metal and some of them are not, so it's kind of like mixed in between, so just to let you guys know. But I think like the #1 song, and I remember the Shred Shack, when I was watching the Shred Shack, you know, it probably would have never got stuck into my head until he said something, but it has to be the song Storytime by Nightwish, especially when Annette goes, the Never Ever Land or whatever part she's singing. It's a really, you know, Annette, I don't know what to say about Annette. I do like her voice, but not for Nightwish. You know, they definitely had to change around for her voice, the music, I mean, music wise, but I mean, I like her, it just wasn't really for Nightwish. And this album, Imaginarium, holy shit, yeah, her voice was just way too off for me. The drums to Dr. Feelgood from Motley Crue. I'm not a big Motley Crue fan, but this, like, the beginning of it always gets stuck in my head. Every now and then it just pops out of nowhere, especially when I'm in Hollywood, when I'm passing through the strip. The first song that gets stuck in my head is Dr. Feelgood, because when you're going through the Hollywood strip and when you're passing by the rainbow and all that, you think right away of glam rock, and first band that pops up is Motley Crue. Next song, Cradle of Filth, Nephetemi. I'm gonna play, once again, what parts get stuck into my head. Alright, so yeah, for some reason that song always pops up when I'm about to fall asleep. It does it a lot, I noticed that. It sets the mood, I guess, I don't know, but it always never fails. Maybe like every other day, the Nephetemi pops into my head, and I just end up, like, I don't know, kind of dozing off while listening to that song in my head. Next song is Onda by the band Fawn. If you hear something buzzing, there is a freaking huge fly in my room right now. Onda by Fawn. If you guys haven't heard of them, they're kind of like a folk band from Germany. I had mentioned them in my Metal Around the World from when I was talking about Germany. So there's this part specifically that gets stuck in my head, and it always happens when I'm about to do some witchcraft or even read my tarot cards. That part gets stuck into my head a lot. This isn't a metal song, but it has to be, but I have to mention this, and that's the song Oh Sheila, because you know every time when you meet a girl named Sheila, it just so happens you have to yell out. That's like the only part of that whole damn song I know. So it's like I don't even know the rest of the song. I just know that part. But every time when I meet a girl named Sheila, it's like I have to say it like that, her name, and pretty sure it gets on her nerves, but pretty much all the Sheilas I've met, they've been a good sport about it. Alright, so we're kind of getting to some Spanish shit, so I'll promise I'll make this quick, but in case none of y'all speak Spanish. So anyways, the one song that, one of my favorite bands is called Caifanes, and the one song that gets stuck into my head is Nubes, and there's a particular part too, and it's like the main part. Have a listen. It just has such a whiny voice. I love it though. It's almost like Morrissey. Speaking of Morrissey, I know not a lot of you guys like Morrissey, and that's fine, that's cool, don't worry about it, I ain't judging you for that shit. But even like, I remember when this song came out, I must have been 15 when I first heard it. And when I was in high school, even though there was like Morrissey haters, everybody admitted that this song just would not get out of their head, like, whatsoever. Like, it was just like, especially from the beginning all the way to, he said, from the bullet to the skullet or whatever. But it was just a very catchy song, and plus where I lived in the area, it wasn't really like, well, still it wasn't really a good area, so it was like kind of like it spoke to everybody, I guess, because it was like, you know, about a kid first of the, you know, he was part of the gang, getting into trouble, and he got killed. So yeah, so it was kind of like an important message at the same time. Okay, when I was a kid, I used to be a real big fan of his, and I kind of want to just put that away and like bury it and hope that it will never come back to haunt me ever again. That is Enrique Iglesias and his new song. Thank you so much, Spotify. I would have never have heard of this song if it wasn't for Spotify's damn commercial. The song is called Duele el Corazón, and here is the main part that they played on Spotify that it just never, yeah. So that was a good, you know, yeah. The song to that is not the song on here though. This is like an old CD from when I was like, I think 8th. You watch soccer, and if you were big on the World Cup, you would have known the song by Gustavo Lima, How Balada. I think I had enough of, you know, traumatizing you guys with stuff like that. Anyways, back to some metal stuff. Okay, another band I don't like, Whitesnake and Still of the Night. And you know when they get into like that solo, there's like this kind of like orchestra kind of like what are they called? Ballads. There we go, ballads. So there's this solo part specifically that I will admit I like. I do like that part. I'm not gonna lie, I like the song, I'm not gonna lie. But I hate Whitesnake. Joan Jett, almost anything from Joan Jett, especially, what's it called, that one song, I Love Rock and Roll, there we go, that's the one. I get that stuck in my head a lot, and the one with the Britney Spears one, where she remade it, oh god. Let's just continue, I don't want to think about that. Of course, anything Ramon Ayala.
Para poder llegar a ti es todo tan difícil, es todo tan difícil.
Halloween Pleasure Drone always comes out of nowhere and then like comes into my head, and then I'm just like, pleasure drone, you know, I'm just like that. So I'm just like, yeah, that whole part right there gets stuck into my head. Then when he like screeches high and everything. Song, we are almost done here, people. Bikini Kill Carnival, you guys have to remember that song. I know a lot of people will say Rebel Girl, but mine, I think because it was my first song I heard from them, is definitely Carnival, especially like the beginning.
Song about 16-year-old girls giving Carney's head for free rides and hits of pot.
How can you not remember that? It's just, it gets stuck into your head. Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac. Taylor Dane, Tell It To My Heart. Yeah, and it recently got stuck into my head because of that one stupid commercial of the dad in the car and he's like singing it. Africa Bambaataa, Planet Rock. Basically the main reason why anyone will remember this song. Even though you don't know who they are, this is probably what has gotten stuck in your head. You just never knew the name of the band or group or whoever, but I'm gonna play it for you right now. Yeah, I bet you remember now, huh? Freestyle, Don't Stop the Rock. I bet you remember that too. You're welcome. Last but not least, another song that gets stuck into my head a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy this shit. It's part of my workout when I used to work out. Remember how I said in my workout video there were some non-metal ones? Well, this was it. When I Hear Music by Debbie Deb. Y'all know you want to start dancing, don't be giving me that. God, that was a mess to do. Okay, let's see how this is going to come out during editing. But yeah, those are the songs that get stuck. In my head. Some of them I love, some of them I hate. I think there was only like, what, three songs or some whatever that I hated or something. But yeah, pretty much y'all have heard those tunes before too, the non-metal ones, and you just don't want to admit it that it stays stuck in your head. But anyways, thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.